Hey angels, welcome back to Angel Dolls. I was inspired by a customer's order recently. They ordered a Chi-Chi with demon ears in lavender. This was my first time printing a doll in this color, and I fell in love. Had to make one for myself. So today, we're making a succubus doll. She's going to have lavender skin, body mods including horns and a tail, and we're going to try out printing some clear red resin knees. She'll also have some magnetic wings, so let's go! Let's start by printing her body. This is one of the few new colors. Here she is with the outfit along with the black fabric straps from the design. Her wings look so good. My little sister says she was giving Tomb Raider vibes, so I decided to make a little pocket to go on her leg strap. Now for the wig. Again, we're using a wig that I already had. I just wanted to make some adjustments and clean her up. I'm trying to use all the wigs that I have lying around so they're not just taking up space. So, using a lot of water and got-to-be hairspray, we're finally getting somewhere. I didn't forget her red knees. I decided to also print her shoes in this clear red resin color too. This was my first time printing in clear red resin, so I was happy with the result. I wish I knew to add a high gloss to the pieces before adding them to her body though, as curing them made them foggy. If you remember from the design, she was going to have neon green heels, but I'm just so in love with these clear red ones. They remind me of candy. Now time for some body mods. Enjoy this footage of me scaring myself. My husband suggested I use this drill press thing before drilling into the resin, as it punctures the surface, making it easier to drill. And I'm glad I did. Thanks, hubby. I drill into her lower back and insert a thick gauge wire, and do the same for her forehead horns. She kind of looks like a bug. I don't know why I thought this would work. Hint, it definitely doesn't. But I glued the wire into her lower back and then sculpted her horns with epoxy sculpt. I used the same epoxy to attempt to secure the wire into her lower back. Hint, it doesn't work. I sculpt the heart on the end of her tail, and her body mods are done. I paint her demon wings black, let the paint dry, and added some dark gray weathering later. I attempted to use this builder gel for her long claw nails, but it was just sticky and it did not work. So yeah, no, I'm not using that. Hot glue it is. I learned this method from Instagram. It worked pretty well. I painted her nails in neon green to complement the colors that we've got going on. Using gel top coat, I cure her nails and toenails. How cute! I also began adding the black straps to her waist, just like in the design. I also added top coat to her heels and knees to help that jelly shine come back through. So, like I said before, the epoxy resin did not work. My basement was too cold for it to cure properly. So, Mr. Cement Pen it is. Let's sand the tail and add some resin to the base. This was suggested by my friend Pablo, Hopeful Creation, over on Instagram. After a few attempts, it worked. On to painting those wicked green flames onto her wings. As a reminder, here's what the design looks like. Using a Posca pen, I go ham on the flames. Now that the epoxy is finally cured, I sand her horns too. To make her tail, we're going to dye this crushed velvet fabric that I had with black RIT dye and wrap it around the tail, as this will ensure that the tail is still flexible. I paint her horns and the end of her tail and cure it with gel top coat to make it shiny like candy. I wanted to add more chains, so using this little jewelry kit I got, I did just that. After applying some matte varnish to her horns, I start the face up. This Succubus girly has a bright lime green shadow with a white stripe cut crease, I think it's called, and hot pinkish red lips. I start by darkening her lash line. And slowly building up her fierce neon green eyeshadow. After I'm happy with the blending, I add her white cut crease, which I think that's what it's called. I then go in with some light green pastels and add a little more eyeshadow. Then I move on to her lips, starting with soft pastels, then building up with watercolor pencils. Using a slightly darker purple than her skin, I blush her face and her horns and finish with Mr. Super Clear. Can't forget to gloss those lips and add some lashes. Oh, she's giving. Using some rhinestones, I give her the cutest belly button piercing and add some more piercings to her face and ears. I found this piece of jewelry from the depths of my crafting supplies and painted it red. I think I'm going to hang this off her belt. Okay, last but not least, time to dye this fabric for her tail. This is my first time using RIT dye, so I followed the instructions but ultimately didn't wait long enough for the dye to take because I actually quite liked the muted purple color that it turned out. It kind of matches her skin. Using some spray adhesive, I wrap the fabric around the wire of her tail until I get to the end. Can't forget the base. Alright, ready for the final reveal? Here's my succubus doll, guys. How do you think I did? What should I name her? Let me know in the comments. This was a fun but kind of hard project. I learned a lot of new things, but I can't wait to see what new things I'll learn in the next doll project. Well, that'll be it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye!